I just prayed to God and told him to speak to me through the word. And one thing that really stood out to me and sort of stuck with me till now was in Ephesians chapter 6, and it starts from verse 5, and I'll read it from my translation. It says, "Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Obey them not only to win their favor when their eye is on you, but as slaves of Christ, doing the will of God from your heart. Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord, not people, because you know that the Lord will reward each one for whatever good they do, whether they are slave or free." And I just meditated on this, and I was like, how could I wrap this around my life? So I guess God just spoke to me and said that you could translate slave and master to student and teacher, I guess, in our lives, or if, like you and your boss, if you go to work or something. And so rereading that, it says, "Students, obey your teachers with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ." And I guess just thinking, like, imagine like treating all of your teachers as if they were Christ. Like, even the ones that, like the relief teachers, like you don't really respect that much, or like I guess the other students might make fun of, like, to share like the love of God, like, and to serve them wholeheartedly is just, it's powerful. And I guess that just hit me. Yeah.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm Jeremiah, and I went to the retreat, and something God really taught me there was just to trust that He's got it, and that He has every single one of my problems in His hands, and just to see so many prayers answered. I think that just blessed me so much. And like when I was praying with Josh for like a really long time, and to see those get answered the next day, like I just really got encouraged by that. And just because I prayed for just that He would just do something, and I think it was on the Friday, and it was Thursday, and we were just praying that He would just do something on Friday, and He really did. Like, He changed like my heart, and just to see how much He actually loves me, and like still after that, like this week I'm still failing, but now to know that He still loves me that much, and that He's never gonna forsake me, and that really like really encourages me that the God of the universe that created me and this whole world that we live in is looking out for me. That He's there in every moment and every place. And something He just spoke to me now was in Ephesians 5. Wait. Okay, yeah, I found it. So it's in Ephesians 5:1, Ephesians 5:1, verse 1 to 2. So it's, "Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are His dear children. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. He loved us." And that line, that He loved us and offered Himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. Because that really hit me when I was reading it this week, because I was I was believing this lie in my head that my works could be, like enough for Him to love me more, and to make it seem like I'm more special or something like that. And that was such a lie I was believing, and I went on a call with Josh and we talked about it. And after he revealed this to me, that he loves me, and that he did that for me, and also some conviction that he brought, especially for where I am, the first line, imitate God. Therefore, in everything you do, and especially in my school, and how I act, because I'm a witness for Jesus everywhere I go, and I wasn't the best example, and that just really challenged me, because it says everywhere you go and in everything you do, and that's when I wake up, when I everything I do pretty much, and that just really challenged me to do, and I'm just gonna try with his help and just believe that he's the only way I'm going to be able to do that in my life. And just to reach out to my friends this term. It's the last term of school this year, so just really trusting God to just work in me and use me for his kingdom, and that I would be obedient. So yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it.
Hi everyone, I'm Lilly. I was on the youth retreat and we learnt about how important our unity is between all of us as the body. And God really blessed me with a friendship with someone called Debbie. I don't see her here, but she's a lovely woman, and I met her on the retreat. Yeah, and she really helped me today. I was crying at the front. I was feeling hopeless, and I was crying out to God, and I said, Lord, I was just crying and praying and crying, and I said, Lord, I don't want to lean on anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone and lean on them. I want to lean on you. And in his mighty grace, he says, I'm still sending someone. And Deb came up to me. She came up and she counseled me, and we cried together, and God just showed me a wholehearted love in my heart for her. And I know it was coming from the same direction from her, that God has blessed us with each other. And even through that beauty, we were crying and loving each other, and I told her that I felt like now that I'm not at TAFE, I feel like I don't have a purpose and I feel lost. I'm hopeless. I've no purpose. And then God goes, after she left, he sent me over to Psalm 57, and I think this is important for everyone. It says, have mercy on me, O God, have mercy. I look to you for protection. I hide beneath the shadow of your wings until the danger passes by. I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills his purpose for me. He will send help from heaven to rescue me, disgracing those who hound me. And he just spoke purpose again. And yeah, I just think that was a really beautiful blessing from our Lord through someone in the body. So yeah, just encourage you to reach out to those people you met, get to know them and start loving them, because it's just so full of joy.